Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I thought it'd be nice to share with you a nice and quick trick. It happens so quick that if you blink, you miss it. It's actually called Don't Blink, and you're gonna need 2 face cards for this trick, and you can ask the spectator which face cards you wanna use. The jacks, queens, and kings, it doesn't matter. Whichever one they pick, those are the ones you can use. Trick just uses a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled, and you're gonna have a spectator just tell you when to stop as you drop the cards in your hand just like that, and wherever they say stop, that's where you'll stop. So let's just assume that they stop you right here, and we'll both go ahead and look at what card that they stopped you at, and in this case, it happens to be the Jack of Spades. So we'll take the Jack, lose it somewhere in the middle of this deck, take this deck, and put it in the middle of this pack of cards, okay? So we have their card, the Jack of Spades, still out-jogged in this deck, and then we'll, like I said, we'll use the help of 2 face cards, in this case the kings, and watch this. If you blink, you miss it, so don't blink. 1, 2, 3. Their card jumps out of the deck into between the 2 face-up cards. Look at that, the Jack of Spades was at the card you picked. And that's Don't Blink. And now, before I show you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel and this video. I really appreciate it. I'd also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're looking to support this channel through YouTube membership, you can do that all through the links in YouTube given below. Also, visit thebestmagicshop.com for some awesome magic tricks and gimmicks. You can also sign up for a newsletter to be notified of new tricks, discounts, and more. All at thebestmagicshop.com. All right, Don't Blink the tutorial. Now, I like this trick because it's just quick, something to do off the fly. It's just a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. And the secret is obviously having the spectator tell you when to stop and what you do that at that point in time. So it's just a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. You can pull out any 2 face cards that you want. Spectator can name any 2 face cards. The face cards that you use don't matter. The secret to it is how you get the spectator to tell you to stop at the card. So you're gonna have to do a move for this trick, and what you're doing is you're dropping cards into your hand, and then the spectator can tell you when to stop at any point in time. So let's just say they stop there. You square up this deck with this deck of cards. Try and use your fingers as little as possible for this, because you just want to use the friction of the cards, or lack of, just between the cards themselves. When they tell you when to stop, with your thumb, this is my left thumb, flick down 2 cards, okay? And then when you do that, just pivot these over, let gravity drop them, and they'll show these 2 cards as one. In this case, the 6 of hearts, but there's actually 2 cards here, okay? The 6 and then some other card. It doesn't matter what the other card is. So you stop there, show this as the 6 of hearts, flip that card over. Now take this top card, which is that ace, and you'll place it in the middle of this packet that you're holding in your right hand, and then place all of these cards in the middle of this other packet, and then just square these cards up, but just keep this card out jogged just enough so you can grab it with your forefinger to push it into the deck. While you're doing that, you're gonna get just a little break underneath the top card, which is actually their card that they stopped you at, that we both looked at, the 6 of hearts. You get a break under that. Go back to the kings, place both kings on top of the deck, and now at that break, grab all 3 of these cards. So you have these 3 cards, the 2 kings, and then face down spectator's card. Pull the 1 king over, say we'll just use the king of clubs and the king of hearts for this. And now this top card, the king, is a double, and then this is just a single. So you're with a scenario like this, okay? But you haven't spread them apart yet. So you hold these with one hand and you say this is gonna happen just as, in the blink of an eye, it's gonna happen really quick. Don't blink, okay? And then when you go 1, 2, 3, or any kind of magic move you want, you push this card into the deck, and as you do that, you just spread this card out, and it looks like you've transposed the card from the middle of the deck into the middle of these 2 kings. Turn this card over. That's the card that they told you to stop at. You can turn these 2 over as well, show them that they're regular cards, and then you can also give the deck, a face-up spread, showing that that was the only 6 of hearts actually in the deck, okay? So the secret move is just that double lift. It's kind of a one-handed double lift. They tell you when to stop, square these cards over, flick down 2 cards with your left thumb, and then just let gravity drop this over onto this other half of cards, okay? And then just, not using a lot of surface area. You're just controlling, you're just saying, okay, stopped at the queen of diamonds, pushing it over, and then this is just some other card that you put in the middle here, and then turn these around, place them all in the middle here, and now you're stopped with that queen of diamonds, the card that they stopped you at. Get a break with your pinky, place both these cards over, pull one off, just using, just a little bit of friction, and now you're set, and you just say 1, 2, 3. And you can put your pinky in the back of the card so it doesn't push another card out like that just did, and then turn this over, and that's their card. And that's Don't Blink, and it's nice, quick and easy, regular deck of cards, just a couple little sleight of hand moves, but it's really neat and really fast effect, and I enjoy it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I do respond to the comments, and I hope you enjoy it. And make sure you are subscribed and you follow this channel, because I do post tutorials, new ones usually once a week on Wednesdays, okay? So I hope you enjoy it, and until next time.